Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Orchard Street?
Francyna, yes.
Okay. I'm Officer DeFleece. How can I help you?
My name is Francyna. So this situation is extremely complex. I'm trying to make it as basic and specific as to what I would really need help with.
Okay.
In order to file a complaint. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend on 2/15 of 2022. So right after last Valentine's Day. 5 days after, he makes a complaint. He makes a statement that says that I abuse his child. Right? I immediately go to the police where I'm from. I'm from Staten Island.
Okay.
New York. So half of this history is in Staten Island. The other half is in New Jersey. It's kind of complicated. So he makes this allegation. I went there. I'm like, because I work with children, so like that's kind of scary to me that he made that. So I did that to protect myself.
Okay.
He starts spreading these things online, slandering my name. Oh, she's hit my child. And there's another false allegation that's pending. So I had to hire an attorney. We had a puppy together. Instead of taking me to civil court, he literally puts a burglary charge saying that I stole the dog. So I'm now waiting for that. That's another thing, right? So this is part 2 of 3. There's another thing that revolves my business, but that's separate. It's intertwined, but it's just separate from what I need today. He's been saying this for months, making videos, slandering my name. From the evidence. You'll be able to be the judge of that. But basically, that is the intent in which he's just trying to hurt my name because I didn't want to repair the relationship.
Okay.
So he's trying to hurt my social standing. But unfortunately, he went as far as to file an ACS case against me. They did a thorough investigation. I have no children. He has a child.
Okay.
So now his child's mother's pissed. She's just like, what the hell? Like, this is all based off of a lie. The child was never hit. She ends up taking custody from him. So now they're in their own crazy custody battle.
Okay.
But here's the issue. He was able to get a restraining order. So remember I told you about the dog. He says that I stole the dog. Now how family court works, preponderance of the law, whatever my attorney was saying to me, family court, just the idea of them seeing a burglary charge, they're like, oh, this girl must have stole the dog. She's a threat. And he said that I abused his daughter in that same restraining order. Okay. He was able to get a final restraining order against me of something that literally is false.
Okay.
So on October 17th, I got the unfounded letter, which states that I've never hit the child. Like, I had to submit a lot of evidence, not even a lot of evidence. I literally told them, I'm saying, listen, I don't need to get another lawyer. I have 4. So I just want this man to leave me alone. I am now in a state registry. I work with children. I also work for the government. I work for the Food and Drug Administration. My prints are in there for that. My prints should not be in a system. I have to get fingerprinted in 10 days for something I did not do but just break up the relationship.
Right.
So the unfounded letter, in addition to the amounts of evidence that says that, you know, she hit my child, he's detailing how I hit his child. He presents false photos on Facebook. Never presents anything to the ACS worker, but says all these false, you know, it's disgusting. And I have a wellness brand. I'm kid friendly, so it's like he's trying to hurt it. It's civil too, but like this is serious because I may not be able to get a job again. Like, let's say if I go work in biotech, like right now I work in this, like I'm from New York. Okay. But what if I go to biotech in a couple of years and my fingerprints are in a system for something I did not do? Right. For something that could be filed. So in New York, the restraining orders are final. Okay. Right? Yeah. In Jersey,
once you get a restraining order, it's good for the rest of your life.
Exactly, but he got one off of something that doesn't even exist. Right. And that is pretty much the intent of like why I need to file this complaint in order to, because I have to hire another attorney to appeal this.
Right, but the question that I got for you is now going through all this, okay, you live on Staten Island.
Yes, but he lives in Orchard Street, so he
Right, but you live in Staten Island now.
Right.
Okay. So all the harassment that you've been receiving, you're a New York resident.
Right, but our matter is actually in 2 states. That's how complicated this gets. So we have restraining orders in 2 states. Right,
but I'm saying that the initial incident he was stating happened here. That's what he was saying, that you, the abuse and all that kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. The complaint that you want to sign now is for harassment because
it's not for harassment. It's a criminal complaint for a false allegation of CPS. So in New York, the code is 24050, and so I know you cannot provide me with the actual code. I'm waiting to speak with another attorney so we can fine-tune those details. But if you can provide me with the list so I can target what I want is a criminal complaint, because I already filed one in New York, yes, and they wanted to take it for harassment. I said this is not harassment.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, because I believe the way that it's going to work is, even though the incident happened here, being that you're a New York resident, you would be filed, but I'm gonna talk to a supervisor first, before I just tell you, you know, like, I can't, let me just make sure, because being that you are a New York resident, I'm pretty sure that you gotta file all this stuff in New York, even though it happened here, you know, the fraud and everything else that's gone on since, all the posts, because even the posts that he's making, you know, the allegations against you,
Right.
that's harassment.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, you have multiple things that are in with this. Like you said, it was a fraudulent charge. He made up the charges and stuff.
Right.
You know, so that they got to go after him for, but there's harassment. Anybody's posting pictures, if somebody goes on Facebook and makes statements that you're a horrible person,
Yeah.
you know, it's harassment if it's geared towards you. You know, it would be a threat if they turn around and said that they were going to be coming after you and stuff.
Yeah, and
like,
there was that too. Like he said that somebody was going to beat the shit out of me for hitting his daughters, for hitting his daughter in the face, and like all these threats were online.
So, right, so that would be a threat and stuff. But let me ask, being that you're a New York resident, if it's something that you have to file here, or if it's something that would have to get filed in New York. So just give me 2 minutes. Let me talk to a supervisor, okay?
All right.
All right.